Year number two, nearly halfway over, in San Francisco battling it out for that third wild card spot right now for in the NL. They have decided to make the first moves to try to bolster their roster and make them a playoff team. First things first, they need to free up some salary cap so they could go out and possibly actually make some trades and acquire some assets. Their first trade was made with the Toronto Blue Jays. They wound up sending off former Cy Young winner Robbie Ray, as well as two outfield prospects in Luis Frias, a 20-year-old center fielder, and Vaughn Brown, to the Toronto Blue Jays, as I said, for relief pitcher Fernando Peralta and utility power bat in David Schneider. This dude has been playing really good over there in Toronto. He's got a phenomenal mustache and 92 power against lefties. Mwah, I love it. And he's batting 279. I think bringing him into the fold, will improve our fielding. He's 3-0 stealing, even though he doesn't have the base running aggressiveness. He is perfect so far stealing, making him one of our best base runners. I think adding him to our roster will make us one of the best lineups in the league. Now, following that, as we slotted him into our shortstop position, we sent down Marco Luciano. He hasn't been batting too well. He was batting, I think, like 189 this season, not hitting nearly as many home runs as he did in the past either. We could try to ride it out as we did earlier in the year, but he just hasn't been having the greatest year. Number two, sophomore slumps are real with him. So we're just going to have him play down in AAA for the remainder of this year, try to work on his bat and his fielding. And next season, barring any injuries, you will see Marco Luciano back in a San Francisco Giants uniform. Following that, we wound up making another trade, sending out starting pitching prospect Mason Black, 70 overall starting pitcher, as well as relief pitcher Taylor Rogers. Now, we sent him to the St. Louis Cardinals, who signed Tyler Rogers, his twin brother, in the offseason. So they are getting reunited over in St. Louis, and we acquired relief pitcher Matt Brash from them, bolstering our bolstering our bullpen. So now we have two 78 overall set up pitchers. That is a righty and a lefty. We're set for any kind of matchup, as we do have Genesis Cabrera, a lefty, in the middle relief role on this team as well. Following these, we hit to free agency after we found out that we have some money that we can spend. We wound up signing the top free agent available this season in Whit Merrifield. He's not the biggest power bat, but he gets on base. He's a good fielder, plays literally everywhere, and his contact is ridiculous. Whit Merrifield is going to be slotted to play left field for us against left-handed pitching. So Whit Merrifield will be playing right away. We moved Brandon Belt down to AAA using one of his options. So Brandon Belt, the career-long San Francisco Giant, getting demoted from the team. He was a good sport about it. He understood he wasn't getting a lot of playing time this year, and he'd like to at least try to play, so he was a good sport about it. Hopefully he can get his bat going down in AAA, and maybe we see him when we are about to make our playoff run. We followed that up by adding some starting pitcher and relief pitching depth to try to help our AAA and AA organizations, as we were really thin in that department. We signed Sam Robertson to a 1-year, $750K contract. We immediately removed him from our 40-man roster, so he is on waivers right now. We also signed starting pitcher Edgar Espinoza to a 1-year, $60K contract. Relief pitcher Devin Thompson to a 1-year, $60K contract. Kendrick Johnson, relief pitcher Kendrick Johnson to a 1-year, $60K contract. And relief pitcher Jake Blanco to a 1-year, $60K contract. Now, that is all the moves that have happened thus far. Our lineups are looking as such now. Against righties, we're going Estrada, Lee, Soto, Soler, Flores. So we swapped Lee with Flores. So Lee's now batting second, Flores is fifth. David Schneider slot at shortstop is batting sixth, followed by Chapman Sable, now playing catcher against righties, and then Jason Dominguez. Against left-handed bats, it will look as like this. We'll go Estrada, Juan Soto now batting second, David Schneider batting third, Soler, Flores demoted down to fifth, followed by Lee, Chapman, Patrick Bailey, and then the old man Whit Merrifield. I'm excited to see what he can bring to the team. It does seem that he will try to steal some bases with us, so maybe some of the young kids can learn how of Whit Merrifield's base running. But without further ado, we're going to get into the simulation. We did call up Matthew Liberatore following the Robbie Ray signing, trading away Robbie Ray. He will be put into the fifth spot in our starting rotation, just because Jordan Hicks' stamina is down to a 64, and it's digressing. Yes, he's getting a lot of outs, so I think he's perfect for 2 to 3 innings in that long relief if the starting pitcher isn't doing too hot. And maybe even down the line, he could develop into a setup to closing position on this team. Liberatore will be getting the starting nod following Jordan Hicks' game today against the Colorado Rockies. So Liberatore is going to get some rest because I think he pitched down in AAA earlier. Let me look at the stamina again. Yeah, Matthew Liberatore is already halfway through his stamina, so he needs a little bit more of a break. So we're going to let him get adjusted up here in the majors, skip his turn in the rotation, and he will make his debut against the Washington Nationals next week. So first game, Jordan Hicks against Cal Quantrill, and we get shut out 3-0. Hicks had a good performance, just not enough to get the win. No run support whatsoever either. So I'm going to convert Jordan Hicks from a starting pitcher to a relief pitcher to put him in that long relief role. He's now down to a 72 overall, but that's just fine. He's still going to be one of our best relief pitchers on the roster. Matthew Liberatore now put in to the starting rotation. Seems he did pitch last game, pitching 1.1 innings, getting 3 strikeouts, and not allowing a single run. Liberatore was tearing it up in the month of July following and not really having a good start to the season. So following a loss by Jordan Hicks, we got our 2 aces in Logan Webb and Blake Snell. We got to win this series against Colorado. 9-1 win followed by a 5-7 loss. Blake Snell just can't buy a win this season. He's doing awful here in San Francisco. Is that going to knock us out of the fucking wild card spot? Damn. Padres are now half a game behind us. Pirates 1.5 games behind us. As now we go up against the LA Dodgers, number 1 team in our division. We're 7 games behind them. And if we want to hold on to our wild card spot, we have to win this series. Taj Bradley, Kyle Harrison, and then Matthew Liberatore actually making his debut against the Dodgers and Dustin May. Damn, man. So we got Bradley versus Glasnow, Harrison versus Bobby Miller, and then Liberatore versus Dusty Dustin May. Can we squeak out 2 wins on the road in LA? And right away we do. Taj Bradley and Kyle Harrison pick up 2 clutch wins. 5-1 win for Taj Bradley, 6-2 win for Kyle Harrison. The team starting to gel together. Good defense, 1 and 2. Only 1 run, then 2 runs allowed. That means Liberatore probably going to give up 3 runs. But I'm going to do the final scouting process for us, and then we will look or have the draft next week. So give me 1 second. All right, so heading into Matthew Liberatore's debut, we're going to try to quick manage this game and see if we can try to pick up the win here and sweep the LA Dodgers. Matthew Liberatore's debut. Estrada up first, fly out. Lee flies out. Soto gets walked, giving Soler an opportunity to hit his 16th home runs, but he'll ground out. Freddie Freeman flies out. So 1 out there. Another fly out. And Betts will be his first strikeout. Let's go. That was Liberatore's first inning pitch since 2023. Double right away, leadoff double from Flores. Schneider hits a single scoring Flores. There you go. That's why we traded for you, Schneider. Get those hits, get those RBIs. Matt Chapman up, he flies out. Sable hits into a double play, so we're up 1-0 at the bottom of the second. James Outman grounds out. Chris Taylor hits a single. Andy Pajes hits into a double play. There you go, Liberatore. Dominguez reaches first on an error. He gets caught stealing. Ground out for Estrada. Strikeout for Jung-Ho Lee. Sweeney strikes out. Varga grounds out. Cartaya hits a single. Pick him off at first. Freeman pops out. All right, scoreless through 3 for the LA Dodgers. Attaboy Libby. Soto grounds out. Soler strikes out. Flores hits a single. Davis Schneider looking for his second RBI. He'll fly out. All right, so still 1-0. Bottom of the 4th. Will Smith flies out. Betts gets walked. Keep him honest over there. Outman strikes out. Taylor will ground out. Scoreless. There you go. 1-0 lead through 4. Chapman grounds out. Sable pops out. Dominguez hits a single. He tried stealing earlier. Didn't work, so we'll just try to swing with Estrada. There you go. Man on first and second. Jung-Ho Lee now up, and he'll hit into a fielder's choice. Damn. So Dustin May gets out of that. Still 1-0 game. Liberatore against Pajes. Leadoff single. Sweeney strikes out. Vargas gets walked. Man on first and second for Diego Cartaya. Single. Bases loaded for Freddie Freeman, who gets walked. No. Tied game off a walk. Will Smith sack fly, 2-1 game, LA. Mookie Betts hits a 3-run home run, solo home run by Outman, and a fly out. That'll be fucking Liberatore's day. 6 runs in the 5th. Soto hits a solo home run, making it 6-2. Soler reaches on an error. Flores gets walked. Man on first and second for Schneider. Fly out. Chapman strikes out. Blake Sable flies out. Man. Leading a man on first and second with no outs. Pajes hits a single. I meant to take out Liberatore. Put in Luke Jackson. Man on first. Sweeney flies out. Double for Vargas. Man on second and third. Cartaya singles. Bases loaded. Freeman gets walked again to score a run. Single by Smith. Betts gets struck out in a strikeout. 8-2 game. Ground out. Single. Stolen base by Estrada. Lee flies out. Soto hits a double, scoring Estrada. Jorge Soler up, strikes out. Damn. Phil Bickford, strikeout, ground out, strikeout. Bickford's just a fucking G. Chris Martin in 1-2-3. Pitching change. Ken Romero, strikeout, single, fly out, pop out. Oh, we aren't going to get a rally going. Top of the 9th, and we will lose this game 8-3. Mookie Betts gets player of the game with his 3-run home run. Liberatore takes his first loss. 7 Ks in 6 innings with a 9.95 ERA. following a strong month of June, too, in Triple A. It's all right. It's just one start. He's got to shake it off, get used to MLB competition once again. Going up against Washington, we're going to have our two aces right away, followed by Bradley and Kyle Harrison. We're still good in the wild card. 1.5 games now ahead of the Padres in that wild card race. Trying to catch up to the Diamondbacks right now for that second wild card spot. But Washington's going to have Cade Cavallia, Mackenzie Gore, Hosea Gray, and Mike Soroka. They're a good bat. They're good at scoring runs, but can we beat them here? I'm hoping for a sweep heading into the All-Star break. 8-0 in the bottom of the 7th. Soto's got 2 home runs already. Let's try to make it 3. We have yet to hit a home run with Juan Soto. He is on pace to hit 50 home runs this season. Still going to be a far cry from Barry Bonds' 75. But still, 3 for 3, a double, and 2 home runs up against Jordan Weems. Four-seam fastball in the dirt, ball 1. High fastball for ball 2. Weems being very careful with Soto, not trying to give him his 3rd home run. Crushes that one, but foul. Damn, Soto. He wanted that. Weems thanking all the gods. That one went foul. Circle change, fouled off. Got on top of that one. All right, he's trying to throw inside. Fall off that four seam right when I said he's trying to go outside. I still think he'll come back in. Circle change outside. Full count now to Soler. Let's go. Ah, high fastball got me. I wanted to swing the bat so bad. That's what happened. So gets player of the game. Logan Webb gets the win. 7 strikeouts through 9 innings. Jorge Soler hit a home run too. Merrifield went 2 for 5 with a run. Nice to see Merrifield playing well, following not getting signed this offseason and being a free agent halfway through this season. Blake Snell against Mackenzie Gore. 5-4 win. Let's go. I think we're having our City Connect game here against the Washington Nationals. So 33-58. Taj Bradley against Hosea Gray. 3-game winning streak. Hopefully 7-4 victory. Let's go. We win in our City Connect uniforms. Taj Bradley picks up that dub. Now Kyle Harrison trying to make it 4. We do. 4-2 win. Kyle Harrison. 8th win of the season. There we go. Our starting pitchers are getting it done. Now heading in against Tampa. They're 49-46. Above 500 team. They got Shane McCallahan, Drew Rasmussen, and Aaron Savali. 3 really good pitchers. But they got to go up against Logan Webb and Blake Snell. Liberatore, I'm hoping he can have a nice bounce-back game against Shane McCallahan. Canny, Jung-Ho Lee bruised his shin. Will keep him active. No, he can't. Another 7-1 loss. He's at a 10.8 ERA right now. Oh, my God. 10 innings pitched. So he's getting through 5. Yeah, Tampa jumped all over him. No real run support, though. So I'm not going to blame him too much. He's still trying to shake off the rust. So now Logan Webb against Drew Rasmussen. And then the draft is the following day. We pick up a 4-2 win. So we're chance to split the series. Or the series is split right now. But heading into the 2025 M. All right, so heading into the year number 2's entry draft, we have pick number 13, Washington Nationals, following them winning the draft lottery. We'll be getting the first pick. I did update our draft queue. I don't know if this is the order I want to draft in, but I went off of team recommendation and just looked through at players 1 through 100. I'm kind of liking the closing pitching options here in John Takahashi and Richie Ramos. They seem to be one of the better two draft picks according to our team's rankings. Richie Ramos not even ranked, and he's supposed to go 11th overall as a left-handed closing pitcher. He throws a four-seam, two-seam, and a curveball. I am very interested to see what this dude is going to turn out to be. We do have him 100% scouted, so we're pretty sure that he will be number 11 in this draft. Low injury risk as well, but he will need a year or two to develop in our AAA organization. Maybe even go down to AA, but I'm going to assume he's going to start out right away in AAA. And then John Takahashi, 77% scouted. He's supposed to be healthy. He is from Japan. He's supposed to go number 11. Our team has him as the fourth best prospect, and he's got a 5-pitch mix. That's what I like about him. He's a closing pitcher with a 5-pitch mix. It's not something that you normally see. Normally, you see relief pitchers with 3 pitches, maybe even 2. A closing pitcher that's got 5. That is pretty fucking nasty. He's got a fastball, slider, changeup, cutter, and a splitter. If he could develop all those pitches pretty evenly, which our scouts are saying he can, he's going to be pretty fucking nasty. But anyways, number 1 overall pick, Washington Nationals select Brandon Ellis, a starting pitcher. Okay. So they're going to elect him. He's supposed to, MLB had him ranked 87. Our team had him ranked 50. All right, taking a starting pitcher with the first pick. Kind of a wild one for pick number 1. Damon Hay is pick number 2, a right fielder. Our scouts were high on him as well. 81 to 93 potential. Probably going to be high 60s, low 70s in the overall. He did opt out of the doctor's exam, so not exactly sure if he's healthy or not, if he's even durable. Pick number 3. The Oakland Athletics select starting pitcher Ben Gale. We had him ranked as the 3rd best prospect. MLB had him ranked number 9, 79 to 80 to 98 potential, 56 to 75 overall. He is a 20-year-old starting pitcher. Damn. He was one of those players our scout team was telling us to keep an eye on. But Gale was the best international prospect we had. Damon Hay from Illinois, and then Brandon Ellis from Canada. Pick number 4, Boston Red Sox select Tim Salazar, a starting pitcher from California. Pick number 5, the Toronto Blue Jays select left fielder Adrian Cabrera, from Georgia. Pick number 6, Chicago White Sox select Tim Cherry, from a 19-year-old from Michigan, a starting pitcher from Michigan. New York Mets, with their 7th pick in this year's draft, select outfielder Tyrone Sutton from Canada. All right, so not a lot of wild picks except for pick number 1. Pick number 8 will be George McCann from New York, a closing pitcher, 4-pitch mix closing pitcher too. Cincinnati Reds select starting pitcher Dan Beatty from New Jersey. He's fresh out of high school. Los Angeles Angels select shortstop Steve Cheney. Okay. That's a little out there, from Illinois. Pittsburgh Pirates with pick number 11 select outfielder Avi Husby from Florida. Cleveland Indians with pick number 12 will select catcher Bobby Planteni, all right, from Tennessee. And now it's our turn. We are up. I think I got to go with that closing pitcher. But who's the best available? Greg Jones. He's supposed to be number 2 on our board. Another 5 picks mix from Ohio. A lot of relief pitchers, starting pitchers here. Yeah, I think we gotta go with one of these closing pitchers. Just which one do we want to go? We want to go with the one that's supposed to be number 2 from Ohio. 20-year-old lefty. A little bit higher in overall, but he's 2 years older than Takahashi. A righty versus a lefty. Battle of the closing pitchers. 21-year-old from New York, another lefty, 68 to 84 overall. So Bruce Scott's supposed to be the best overall pitcher right away. He's got a 3-pitch mix. I think I'm going to go with John Takahashi, the 19-year-old from Japan. I like him. Welcome to the team, John Takahashi, a 5-pitch mix, right-handed closing pitcher from Japan. We have him 100% scouted, so I am trusting him. I think he's going to have an A potential, and he might get down the line, try to replace or have a chance to replace Camilo Duvall. Now with pick number 14. The Baltimore Orioles will select starting pitcher Brian Rivero from Panama. That's a good pick. Kansas City with pick number 15. Select third baseman Antoine Flores. Interesting. St. Louis Cardinals pick 16. Select starting pitcher Charlie Colligan from California. Chicago Cubs will pick 17. Take starting pitcher Ozzie Garcia from Pennsylvania. Pick 18, Tampa Bay Rays will select starting pitcher Juan Ortiz from Venezuela. Yeah, that's a nice pickup. Pick 19, Detroit Tigers select outfielder Cristobal Navarro from the Dominican Republic. Pick 20, Texas Rangers select starting pitcher Satchel Lane from Michigan. Philadelphia Phillies with pick number 21. Select starting pitcher Houston Reyna from New York. Pick number 22, Milwaukee Brewers select starting pitcher Russell Pina from Ohio. New York Yankees now on the clock with pick number 23. They're going to select third baseman Vladimir Asensio from Cuba. Big power bat there. Seattle Mariners with pick number 24 will select starting pitcher Carmine Ramirez from Dominican Republic. Now, we're not going to have a pick until round number 3, pick number 87. We're just finishing out round 1 with all the teams. Arizona Diamondbacks select center fielder Nathan Foley from West Virginia. Atlanta Braves with pick number 26 select starting pitcher Royce Walton from Iowa. Pick number 27, San Diego Padres select first baseman Lyle Siu from South Korea. Houston Astros then select starting pitcher Jesus Acosta from Texas. Minnesota Twins, pick number 29, are now going to select Brian Staples, a second baseman from Louisiana. Super fast. And the LA Dodgers, with the final pick in the first round, will take second baseman Mariano Mato from the Dominican Republic. We still got all of our closing pitchers and top prospects available. This is competitive balance round, the second round is usually where you start seeing all those high round or high closing pitchers and relief pitchers start to get taken. But anyways, let's sim up to our next pick. Yeah, I didn't expect him to fall all the way to us. Greg Jones went there. Ramos went there. Yeah, closing pitchers all went in the competitive balance round. But anyways, with our pick, we got a minute. Pick number 87. First baseman, Jose Villa. I think we're going to take Jose Villa. Yeah. We're going to take 18-year-old Jose Villa from Wisconsin with pick number 3. Oh my God, draft him. So welcome to the team, Jose Villa, and that's depth for Wilmer Flores. And I'm going to hope that Tommy Chang falls to our next pick, which he does, which will now be Tommy Chang's time to be a San Francisco Giant, round number 4 from Chinese Taipei. Welcome to the team, Tom Chang. Another phenomenal mustache as well. Left-handed starting pitcher. I think he throws a 3-pitch mix. Nope, 5-pitch mix. Running fastball, changeup, slider, splitter, and a curveball. Jose Villa, what was his stats looking like? What was the first baseman stats looking like? Kind of seems to be okay everywhere. So that, okay, he's just a balanced prospect for us. Simming up to round number 5. We got 3 prospects left on our board. Nate Faraday, Roger Fowler, and Gabriel Santiago. None of them are ranked. Yeah. We're going to go with the potential in Santiago in the relief pitcher, because we do need some relief pitching depth over the years. So Gabriel Santiago, welcome to the team. And then this is our final pick. I believe this is our final pick. So man, they throw the exact same stuff. One's a righty, one's a lefty, 6'4" from Cali, who's very interested to play with us. One he opted out of the exam, but he's younger. Faraday's more MLB ready, lower potential. We're going to go with Faraday. Nate Faraday. We're going to go with the older starting pitcher, Nate Faraday, only because he didn't opt out of the exam. So we know he's going to be able to stay healthy. Not going to be able to sign our picks for the first couple of days either. A final day before the home run derby. Bottom of the 9th, bases loaded with Whit Merrifield. A chance to win the series. The veteran, the contact hitter, the clutchness that he could have. Trying to make an impact on this team, just signing 2 weeks ago.
Up next to the Giants.
So he's 0 for 4 today with a flyout, 2 for 13 in this series. Merrifield warming up. He's going up against Luke Weaver. He's thrown 35 pitches already this inning. And that one swatted down the right line, but that one goes foul. Just late on that circle change. Let's go, Merrifield. crushing that one, but he's early on the cutter. So one goes foul to the right, the other to the left. You just got to straighten it out.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Four-seamer near the head for ball 1. They got Zach Little and Kevin Kelly warming up in their bullpen. And he swings on and misses on the slider. Merrifield was not able to come in clutch. Hopefully our team still does it. We do. Mark Canna hits an RBI single. So our Giants still do pick up the win. Blake Snell, player of the game. 9 strikeouts through 8 innings pitched. Ken Romero gets the win, however, allowing 1 walk through 1 inning. Picking up the 3-2 series win against Tampa, helping us, I think, catch up to the San Diego Padres here at the All-Star break. So let's see, how are we in the standings? We're now 2nd place, so we did jump the Diamondbacks, and we are tied with the Phillies for the first wild card spot. So those moves we made, paying off big. We've been on a pretty good winning streak here. We've been winning just about every series except that first series that we got everyone together. Took a little time to get used to it, but after that, teams started to click well. Today is the home run derby. Do we have anybody in the home run derby? I think we're going to have Juan Soto. And we are Juan Soto, 3rd for the most home runs in the league behind Yordan Alvarez and Matt Olson. We will be playing with him in this home run derby. Don't forget to go and check it out in the other episode, as it will be posted separately. All right, so the All-Star break is over. The NL wind up winning 6-4. Logan Webb picking up the win in Atlanta for the 2025 All-Star game. Juan Soto winning the home run derby, hitting a total of 36 home runs and hitting a long ball of 474 feet. Now, it seems that July has already been off to a hectic start as we finish or get about halfway through. Not only did the All-Star game just happen, but we also had the MLB draft. Now, just in between that little cut that we just had, we wound up signing 2 of our prospects already, with the team leaving 3 that need to be scouted with us. We signed our first-round pick and closing pitcher Jahan Takahashi from Japan to a $5 million bonus signing bonus. So we have our first round pick, and then we signed our 6th round pick, Nate Faraday, the starting pitcher, to, I think it was like a $240,000 signing bonus. So that young prospect, who might actually be MLB ready right away, just got his contract. Tommy Chang and Gabriel Santiago, a starting pitcher and relief pitcher, our 4th and 5th round pick, are interested in our team, and we've offered contracts to them as well, but they have declined them thus far. Our 3rd round pick and only infield prospect we drafted, Jose Villa, however, is not very interested in signing with San Francisco, so we have to kind of talk to him and coerce him into signing with our Giants. But also halfway through, it seems a lot of teams have been busy. We made those trades at the beginning of this episode, and it seems that a lot of teams have been following through after that. The same day, we made 2 trades to bolster up our line. The Padres acquired closing pitcher James Karinchak from the Cleveland Guardians for starting pitcher Alfredo Quezada. The day later, the Yankees acquired relief pitcher Will Vest from the Tigers for starting pitcher Luis Serna. A day later, the Rangers acquire first baseman Bobby Dahlbeck from the Red Sox for shortstop Maximo Acosta. A day later, on July 4th, July 4th, nice. Yankees acquire left fielder Wyatt Langford from the Texas Rangers for starting pitcher Clark Schmidt. That's a big trade there with the Yankees. 2 days later, on July 6th, the Royals acquire third baseman Ryan McMahon from the Rockies for second baseman Eric Tanaka. And the Tampa Bay Rays acquired right fielder Akil Baddoo from the Detroit Tigers for shortstop Carson Williams. On July 7th, the Minnesota Twins acquired right fielder Seiya Suzuki from the Cubs for three players: starting pitcher Felipe Diaz, second baseman Tanner Schobel, and third baseman Luke Keeschel. All right, Seiya Suzuki heading into Minnesota. On July 11th, the Seattle Mariners acquired starting pitcher Matt Manning from the Detroit Tigers for second baseman Colt Emerson. And then on July 12th, the Arizona Diamondbacks acquired right fielder Zach Veen from the Colorado Rockies for starting pitcher Blake Walston. So the Rockies are bolstering up their bullpen, it seems, and they are complete sellers as we head towards the trade deadline on July 31st. Hopping back into the simulation, we are going to be starting on the road, where we are going to have the San Francisco Giants head into St. Louis. We'll be going up against Zach Thomas, Miles Morales, and Cooper Hjerp. On our team, we will have Taj Bradley, Kyle Harrison, and Matthew Liberatore pitching. Liberatore looking to get his first win. And even though he's 0 for 2 today with a 10 ERA, he's already gone up 1 overall point just within 2 weeks. Team's been playing really well so far. And in our first simulated game, we are down 16-8. All right, so Taj Bradley did not have a good game. Soler needs a triple to hit for the cycle. We'll try. If nothing else, we will attempt to hit for the cycle here in this moment. 29th in stolen bases. We got to get some more speed on this team.
Now batting.
So Jorge Soler, he's 3 for 4 with a home run, double, and single in this 16-8 loss right now. Ryan Helsley on the mound. Juan Soto over there on first.
Yeehaw!
Oh, that.
No ball,
Oh, no,
one
we
strike.
did. Never mind. Ignore me. So, Jorge Soler, just a season ago, hit 40 home runs. Now he's struggling to hit 30. He is heading back into the weight room this season. We just changed his training. And right at the third baseman, what a grab. A perfect hit for Jorge Soler. And Nolan Arenado, the Gold Glover over there at third base for the St. Louis Cardinals, jumps up and snags it out of the air. That's why we lost the game 16-8. Got the run support. And Taj Bradley, 1 inning pitch, 7 hits, 2 walks, 7 earned runs against the young lad. I guess it was only a matter of time before he started getting cold again. But it's all good. It's all good, Taj. All right, so New York Mets interested in offering us a trade. They've already offered us a trade. They have made 2 different trade offers with us. They're trying to give us Kevin Pareda, a young catching prospect from California. But I'm just not interested in what they're trying to get. Trying to get Bryce Eldridge, one of our top prospects, no thank you, and second baseman Brett Wisely this time. Yeah, I'm going to say no to that, New York. Kyle Harrison gets Miles Morales, 4-2 loss, as we get to try to sign our draft picks once again. So let's take a look at this. They're going to be a little bit more scouted this time. Jose Villa +3 interest per day, 38 interest. We might not really get a second chance to negotiate with this guy when he gets to 50%. Gabriel Santiago will offer you the contract again, and this time he's going to sign. Relief pitcher Gabriel Santiago, welcome to the San Francisco Giants, my friend. Tom Chang, up to you. Are you interested in signing with us? You are. Tom Chang going to sign. So all that's left is our third baseman, or first baseman, third round pick, Jose Villa. He will be going up by 6 interest per day. We have no other prospect to really worry about and have plenty of bonus money to try to entice him to sign here, even with 50%. So heading back into the St. Louis Cardinals series, we need to pick up a win here. Liberatore, can you pick up your first win against Cooper Hjerp? Down by 1, top of the 8th. Soto's got a 10-game hitting streak on the line. He's got a chance to tie this game here. Otherwise, we'll be heading into the 9th, down by a run. It's all right. It's all good. 0 for 2 with a walk, 4 for 11 in this series with an RBI. Going up against Jojo Romero. Ooh, first pitch in the zone, but called a ball. Romero not happy with that call. Soto saying thank you. Let's go, Soto. Shouldn't have swung at that high and in. Fastball. Too late on that. Got on top of that circle change, fouled off to the right. 1-2 count. This dude is attacking the strike zone. Try to go on the outside part of the plate. Fouled off that slider down low. Now gone there twice. Low and away. Got underneath that circle change, going to the left. Out of play, fouled off. So if nothing else, we're getting Romero's pitch count up there. Again, that was a low pitch. Hit on, and they're going to say fair. Just barely fair, right at the first baseman. Out number 2, we lose the game. Hjerp takes the win. Liberatore, 5 innings pitched, 6 hits, 5 strikeouts, and 3 earned runs. It's all good, Liberatore. You did what you could. He's 0 for 3 today. Soler and Estrada hit a pair of solo home runs in this game. Sometimes you get into a rut. I guess that's what's happening following the All-Star break, as now we head into Detroit, going against Reese Olson, Casey Mize, and Beau Brieske. We're going to have about one more day before we have to get back to negotiating with the guy, but I mean, he's going to need a few more days, so we might not even negotiate with him until we get closer to this Milwaukee series. So coming off a 3-game losing streak, Whit Merrifield appears to be fine. Oh shit, we didn't put Jung Ho Lee back in the lineup, I don't think. Yep, stop the simulation. I don't think we have Jung Ho Lee in the lineup. Okay. Okay, we do. We got Jung Ho Lee in the lineup. Good, good, good. Whit Merrifield. Against lefties. Supposed to be in for Jason Dominguez. So Whit Merrifield back in the lineup. So we pick up a 16-2 win in Detroit. Nice job following our team getting demolished 16-8, even at the run support, just too many runs against. We need to sweep these Detroit Tigers. They're 45-57. Oh, we get shut out following that 16-run game. Should have seen that coming. Whit Merrifield no longer injured. And then another 3-2 loss. Now they want to offer us that catcher for starting pitcher Hayden Birdsong. Birdsong's been pitching pretty good up in AAA. 6'4". I mean, it would be a younger guy, catcher, which our minor leagues do need. But we already got our catchers and Patrick Bailey and Blake Sable. And you are kind of just met everywhere. You don't have a secondary position either. You just wouldn't have a spot on our team. So I'm going to keep saying no to that trade. See if we can sign this draft pick finally. He's up to 50, so we can offer him a contract. He wants $839 million, and he's going to sign with our team. Jose Villa, welcome to the squad, my friend. You're going to be a low overall, but hopefully you got that potential. Finalize the scouting plan. Contract extensions. Yes, we want to sign Davis Schneider to a contract extension. He's 26 years of age. We got him 3 more years of 2 more years renewable, so we could get him at 1.3. But I think we want to get him to the end of arbitration. We're going to platoon your ass, front load your contract over the 5 years. Yeah, so $3.4 million platoon roll over 5 years. You know, if we could get you to sign for depth, that'd even better. There we go. We got him to sign as if he was a depth player. Matt Brash, the reliever we traded for. He's been pitching pretty good. His ERA has increased since getting onto our team. Went from a 1.8 up to a 3. Well, that's fine. Matt Brash, 26 years of age. We're going to get you to the end of arbitration, 4 years. We're going to go depth at 3.9, so 15.5. We're going to front load your contract as well. So welcome to the team, Matt Brash. You're going to be here a while. Rookie closing pitcher Ken Romero. Yes, sir. We want you signed for as long as we can. I like this dude. 10 years brings him till he's 32, making $2.2 million. I will offer that right away. He wants a depth roll too. Can we get you at $2 million? $2 million. He's even coming on a little bit of a discount. $2 million for 10 years for our first ever draft pick in Ken Romero. Everyone else, we're not going to sign to a contract extension quite yet. Teoscar Hernandez is the best player on the trading block following getting signed. Team's not been playing too well following the All-Star break. Game and a half ahead of the Padres. We were ahead of the Diamondbacks, but we're now 1 game behind from catching up to first place. So we go up against the 49-53 Milwaukee Brewers. We will be taking on Brandon Woodruff, Aaron Ashby, and D.L. Hall. We're going to have Kyle Harrison, Matthew Liberatore, and Logan Webb pitching. Webb should be a win. Liberatore still looking for his first regulation win here in the MLB. And then Kyle Harrison just looking to continue a pretty solid sophomore year here. 6-2 win for Kyle Harrison. Forget the draft picks. 8-2 loss for Matthew Liberatore, and then Logan Webb picks up a 4-1 win over D.L. Hall. It's actually Phil Bickford who took the L. Okay. So Liberatore did pretty good. Yeah, Liberatore did really good. It wasn't until the 7th inning that Milwaukee started pounding away. All right, so we wind up beating Milwaukee 2-1 in that series. 2 games behind the Diamondbacks, 1 game behind the Phillies for trying to move up in the wild card department. Now taking on a playoff-bound Philadelphia Phillies. Oh, yeah, the team that's right in front of us. If we sweep them, we jump them. If we split with them, we'll have a tied record. We're going to have Blake Snell, who's been pretty rough this season, 5.31 ERA, hoping to turn around in the second half of the season, going up against Zach Wheeler, Taj Bradley against Ranger Suarez, and then Kyle Harrison against Tony Gonzalez. Tony Gonzalez, Kyle Harrison should pick up the win. Snell should pick up the win as well, but Zach Wheeler is tough. Snell, come on, buddy. And then Taj Bradley, I think, could pick up the win as well. So it's it's not a possibility that we sweep them. We get shut out 8-0 right away. 5-1 loss, and today is the trade deadline. We lost the series 2-1. So we have a 60-49 record, 1.5 games ahead of the Padres for that wild card spot. Not good. Not good. Not good at all. All right. So today is the trade deadline. Has there been any complete transactions? Okay. Trades. No trades have happened since July 12th. Free agents, though, there have been a few. Oakland signed Zach Humphreys to a catcher, Zach Humphreys, to a 1-year $60K deal on July 1st. White Sox signed catcher Michael Turner to a 1-year contract. Finances are not disclosed. And then on July 20th, Chicago signed catcher Patrick Winkle to a 1-year $60K contract. Looking at the trading block, Alejandro Kirk would be a really good catching prospect, but he just doesn't seem to hit. Dude has a real big problem hitting. He's a great fielder, really good arm, not a lot of speed. But he just struggles hitting-wise. What would they want? Like, would you do that? Should almost do it. Hayden Birdsong for Alejandro Kirk. He would be our best catcher. He's only under contract for 1 more year, so we'd have to sign him to an extension. And him and Patrick Bailey would probably platoon against each other. Kirk, 74-51 against lefties. Bailey's better against lefties, 52-41, 66-52. Yeah, that could work. Alejandro Kirk, though, I think he's just going to have to test free agency. Alex Lang. That would be nice to have, but it's not going to happen. Trevor Rogers, Bailey Oberg, Casey Mize. Oh, my God. There are some young studs on this. Pete Crow Armstrong, Ahmed Rosario, Clayton Kershaw up on the trading block. Wow, for the LA Dodgers trying to ship them off before their playoff run. Yeah, that is real interesting to see. 19-year-old Sebastian Waltkin. Good fielder, met hitting. Interesting. We're not going to be making any of those trades, but that is how it's looking. Just got back through the trade deadline. Still no trades happened. So we got in when everybody was trading around. For the month of July, we had a struggling Double-A pitcher, relief pitcher Devin Thompson, who posted a 4.7 ERA through 7 innings of work. Triple-A relief pitcher Randy Rodriguez struggled in July, posting a 3.86 ERA over 11 innings while walking 4. Double-A second baseman Andrew Keuchel tore it up in July, posting a 3.42 batting average in 79 at-bats while driving in 16 runs. Triple-A first baseman Luis Toribio raked in July, posting a 329 batting average across 70 at-bats while driving in 19 runs. Double-A closing pitcher Jose Cruz had a good month of July, posting a 0 ERA through 7 innings of work while striking out 7. That a boy, Cruz. Triple-A relief pitcher Tristan Beck had a strong month of July, posting a 2.57 ERA and punching out 7 hitters over 7 innings. So those seem to be the biggest news. The big news right now. Logan Webb up to a 94. Juan Soto up to a 98 overall. We almost have a 99 overall franchise player on our team. This dude's just going to be belting them out of the park. Just over a month. Looks like he's on pace to set career highs in the home run department. He's got 32 right now while batting .330. My guy, 330, only 64 strikeouts, 72 walks. Juan Soto is a beast, and he might lead San Francisco to the playoffs all by himself. We're not quite done. there. We can't quite see what the overall of our draft picks are quite yet. Looking at the awards for Player of the Month of July. In the American League, the Player of the Month was Kyle Wright, posting a 4-0 record, 1.45 ERA, and 28 strikeouts. Player of the Month was Houston Astros outfielder Yordan Alvarez, who batted .379, 10 home runs, and 33 RBIs. And Rookie of the Month went to Minnesota Twins first baseman Rich Moore, batting .326, 5 home runs, and 15 RBIs. In the National League, Pitcher of the Month went to Logan Webb, 5-0, and posting a .98 from this, as well as the All-Star game.
Welcome to my party, we're just getting started. A life is a dream or a nightmare scarring. Hand me a drink, cause I think I'm going